Good morning, everybody. Actually, it's 12:06, so I guess it's afternoon, but for me, it's the morning because I'm just getting my day started. I hope you're having a good day. It's rainy and yucky out, and I sat in my office looking out the window, listening to the rain and listening to the thunder. But I decided to get my butt up and start working. So I threw a load of laundry in, and I'm going to stay true to my idea of making a meal for my husband every night. But first, I have to clean up the kitchen a little bit, and I got my DJI to track me. Look at that. Let's see how far it can track me, though, because I'm unloading the dishwasher from yesterday. These are my cool pans that I used. I'm just going to keep them right out because I think I might be using them again. Put my dishes away. Anyways, so also I'm out of iced tea, so I've got to make some iced tea. So let's see if my DJI will follow me to make the iced tea. I don't think it'll go this far, but I'll have it follow me. Okay. So what I do to make iced tea quick, because I love iced tea, is I have the decaffeinated kind, and I get these ginormous tea bags, and I will get my handy dandy electric teapot, and I fill it up, and it just takes like 2 minutes to get hot water. So I've got my hot water going here. Just turn that on, and now what I do with my container is I fill it with a bunch of ice. You still following me? Yep. So pardon the noise, block the mic. But I fill the pitcher with a bunch of ice. And I don't particularly like sweet tea. I always put on, my husband's getting a phone call upstairs, so you're going to hear that. I don't particularly like sweet tea, so I know that's a thing down here, but I put about 3 sweet milk packets. Normally I would do it every time I pour a thing of iced tea, a cup of iced tea for myself, but since it's just me and my husband, instead of putting sweet milk packets after each one, I just put it on the ice. And then I take my tea bag and I set it on the ice, and when my hot water gets done, I put it in here, melts the ice, gets the tea within seconds, and then I add more ice and I have my iced tea. So that's one of the things. I also have to do this pile. I have to do this huge pile of stuff I have to get through. My daughter requested that I make a recipe book for her for like our family recipes. So I have recipes out that I want to handwrite for her. She wanted that for a gift. And so I'm going to do that. And then I have just pieces of paper and stuff to get through. So anyways, that's that. Tonight, when we were at OSU, Oklahoma State University, and my daughter's in food science, they have, we went to the meat processing plant because that's part of her department, and we were able to get, I made a brisket for Passover, and it was so good. And so we also picked up a flat iron steak, and so I thawed this. And so tonight I thought I would use my looking to see if I have potatoes, and it doesn't look like I have potatoes. So let's see, what can I do? I can cook that up, and I can do it without the potatoes and add potatoes in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it as if I have the potatoes, because I have one of these Ninjas. I have 2 of them actually. But this one, what I can do is when it stops raining, I can run to the store and get a bag of the Yukon Gold potatoes, and I will pressure cook them in there and dump them into my crock pot. So they will be done with the meat. So I don't let it go all the way because I just want warm water. So I turn it off. I'm doing multitasking, guys. And I just pour the hot water onto my tea bag and sweet milk, and I soak it here. And you can see, come on down, it is making tea instantly. So I like it a little darker, and so I'm going to add a little more ice to it. Obviously, a lot of that ice melts when you put the hot water in. And look at how nice and brewed that looks. So just another second or 2, and I'll take the tea bag out, and then I can pour myself some nice iced tea. So anyways, so that's what I'm going to get my slow cooker out. I had to been down there. I lost my DJI, but got a slow cooker. And I usually put it on the island. I ran out of the bags that you put on the slow cooker. And so I have to put it in without the bags, which just makes cleanup a little more challenging. But I don't like to just put beef in the slow cooker. I like it to actually have a browning. I like to brown my beef before. So what I'm going to do is take it over to my stovetop again, like we were last night. And lower it down a little. My DJI is fighting with me. So I have this nice flat iron steak, and the people that are in the program actually cut the meat, and it's a whole meat processing plant. And then on Fridays, they open up the store and people can go and purchase the meat. And let me tell you, I'm so sad that she just now found out about this because, well, she just now let us know about it. So I am going to brown the meat, but first I have to cut it up. I like using a metal cutting board. I have other cutting boards, but the metal, you don't get any plastics or any of the issues they talk about with plastics or with wood. You don't get the bacteria. You can just clean it right off, and it's sanitary. Not that my kitchen's the most sanitary, but it is for my family. So, ooh, look at this beautiful piece of meat. Okay, I'm gonna move this back a little bit and move it down. Okay. Come on. I want it to aim down. There we go. Is it following me or not? No. I had to stop my video there for a minute, and I hope I can figure out how to edit this together. But all I'm going to do, oh my gosh, this cuts like butter. It cuts like butter. You know, butter. It cuts like butter. Slice. I would put you down to see it, but my DJI wants to follow me, and I can't make it do both, I guess. Just another learning thing I have to do. But I'm just cutting it in chunks for like a stew. And since it's just my husband, and maybe I will join him for a meal. Wow. Beautiful meat. Is today Friday? No, today's Thursday. I might have to have my daughter go back and see if the butcher has any more meat before she comes home tomorrow. But since graduation is next week or the week after, I don't know if the butcher is open because processing plant might be closed if the kids are going home. So I did that, and let's see. Cake flour. I'm sorry, I'm looking. Oh. Bingo. This and olive oil. Okay. So, like I said, I like to brown my meat a little bit before I cook it in the slow cooker because I want it to have that texture. So I will, instead of flour, oops, where are you? Hello. I'm up here. Hello? Instead of flour, believe it or not, I just use a little bit of Bisquick. It's just the same floury consistency. Oh, and I use olive oil in my pan to brown it up. Oh, I got to get my handy dandy handle. Maybe. Here it is. Because I cleaned it last night. So you can tell what an ADHD kitchen looks like. All the drawers are open. Everything is undone. Because I just keep going. Putting my stove on right now. And so back to this. I just put a little of the Bisquick. You can use flour. And this whole thing is made up. Like, I don't have a recipe I'm following. I'm just making up the recipe. This is also from OSU. It's the Cowboy Meats 4-Dock seasoning. And I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. Looks like a lot of pepper and garlic, maybe. And I'm going to use some garlic powder. Where's my garlic powder? me garlic powder. Have you guys tried this? Everything but bagel seasoning. This is really good on everything. Okay, garlic. Now I'm just going to put my meat. Oops, dropped a piece. Thank goodness the dog isn't here, but we wouldn't let him eat that anyways because he has a sensitive tummy. And I'll put a little more Bisquick in here to coat it. And I just mix it up so that there's breading, kind of breading, but on the meat. I just want a quick covering of it so that it can brown. I'm not looking to cook it through because it's going to cook through in the roast, like when I do the stew. And it's a perfect day for stew. Normally it's so hot out, who wants stew, but it's a good day for stew right now. And I'm just going to put it in my pan. Down here. Getting in a fight with my DJI. Can you see what I'm doing down here? Where is it? There it is. It doesn't want to show you, but I just put it in there. Now back to me. It does not want to do. There we go. Over here. There we go. So I just have that in there, and let me put this in the sink so I can pick up the meat that I dropped. And so while that's browning, I'll take over here again and show you. Ooh, nice. Oh, that reminds me. See, ADD brain, ADHD brain. Okay. I forgot to take my tea bag out. I don't want it too strong. So, there we go. Look at how perfect that tea is. Isn't it perfect? So now I can just pour myself a cup of iced tea. Now, I was going to show you something. Oh, that's it. Okay. I'm going to get beef broth. I thought I already had some open, and I guess I do not. I always have beef broth because I use my Ninja cooker all the time. Vegetable broth, chicken broth. I just lied. I said I always have beef broth. Oh, beef consomme. I guess I will use the beef yeah, I'll use the beef consomme. Campbell's beef consomme. I usually just have those gallons of beef broth that I use for everything, but I don't have it. Did it work? Yes, it worked. So I am going to pour this in to my slow cooker. And since I really don't use the consomme much, I've used it a couple times. Obviously, I have it in my pantry. I'm going to add some water to it. Normally I would put potatoes in here now with the meat, but since I don't have the potatoes yet, I have to go to the store to get them. I am going to add my carrots and onions. Carrots and onions and my beef, and then I'll set it to go off. And it looks like it's stopped raining. It's very gray out, but then I can run to the store and get the last few things I need. So let's see. I'm taking this with me because he wants to fight with me, Mr. DJI. Onion. Here's my onion. Got a great big yellow onion. I like sweet Vidalia onions. What are your favorite onions? Sorry guys, I gotta wash off my metal cutting board so that I can cut my onions. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was really boring to look at the ceiling. Hello, DJI, there we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna slice up my onions into a couple pieces, like big chunks, and they fall apart in the slow cooking. There we go. You know, so I asked, what's your favorite onion? I like the Vidalia onions, and then of course I like just the green onions that people eat. I grow very easily in the garden. My husband loves to grow them, inside actually. I wonder if I take any of that. Well, I finished browning my meat and I put it in here, and I thought I was recording, but my camera just said in sleep mode, touch screen if you want it to wake up. So I don't know if it taped. Beginner's luck, right? That's my luck. Won't surprise me when I go back and look at these videos. Anyway, so I realized that I have to, that's what it looks like right now. I think I told you. Where are you? Okay. I think I told you, I have to go to the store to get potatoes. So I'm gonna put this on for 6 hours, and when I come home, I'll use my Ninja cooker to get the potatoes going and catch up to this being cooked. And then I can put them in here. And we'll see how it turns out. I'll season this up as it goes along, but for right now, that consomme is very strong. And like I said, I'm making this up as I go. So I can't tell you much about it, but the chopped liver sure is good. And Nona Grace, you can make that chopped liver with beef liver. I know my grandma used to do half chicken, half beef, because you really can't tell the difference once they're mixed together, but she would do both. And I don't know what her reasoning was for splitting it, but when I went to Walmart, all they had was chicken liver, so that's why. But I know raising chickens, you might not want chicken liver. I hear you. But yeah, I saw your comment that you like calf livers, but for that recipe I showed you yesterday, like I said, my grandma did both. So I'm sure it would work just fine with beef liver, chopped beef liver. So I'm gonna turn you off right now, and I'm gonna run to the store before it starts raining again. See ya.